the Overly Opinionated Podcast. Rest in peace to fallen kings, queens, and in-betweens.
And free to guys.
And free to guys. Hit that like button if you fuck with this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't. And ring the notifications bell so that you get notified when we drop new content, including shorts, because that's what we're doing now. I genuinely don't think I can express to y'all enough how much it helps us when you do that. So if you're a listener and you have not subscribed, please do. It really does help us. We can only make money if you and everyone you know follows and likes this video. Seriously. So thank you if you have, and thank you for being here. Another week that we have a guest on the show. Welcome, Pashel.
Hey y'all.
Welcome.
Again, I want y'all to get used to the point of having a guest on the episode is to get perspectives that we just don't have access to unless we have someone that has that perspective. So we need a third perspective, because sometimes Derry and I are too much alike, being that we are young black men in committed relationships. So we got a young black woman to get on the episode and let us know where we are being bozos. Welcome, Pashel.
Thank you for having me.
Now let's talk about why women don't think it's crazy to have a high body count. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing. That's a joke.
They free.
That's a joke.
Okay.
That's not what we're covering today.
Okay, so we could talk about it.
That is not what we're covering today. I do not have a strong opinion on that whatsoever. That is the reason that I wanted to make that joke, though, is because that's something that it just comes up.
Yeah.
And it is mind blowing to me that it comes up so much, because it's like, to me, just don't be with the people you don't like, man. Like, you don't have to tell people that there's a societal problem with the opposite gender of you. Just don't be with the people you don't like. Like, you can find people that you like. Just do that.
Right.
And be better at it.
Right.
But to get to the actual first topic, my mom, I was in the car and I FaceTime my mom on my way to work every morning, and it was my turn to get the donuts for the people at work. So I stopped at the donut shop and they were playing Hotel California. One of the greatest songs of all time. It is one of those perfect songs. It's a perfect song. And my mom said, and she's the reason that I enjoy that song. She's the reason that I know that song at all. And she was like, it's like a generational song. Like, it's one that it crosses all the generations. You don't have to have loved rock. You don't, like, this is a generational song. It's an old song that still makes sense now. And I was like, facts. And she was like, it is also a genre-rational song, where you don't have to be in love with the genre that the song is a part of to love that song. And not only is she absolutely correct about that, but she coined a term that I've never heard before that I think is a very interesting topic. Genre-rational.
Yeah, I thought you just spelled it wrong.
Yeah,
This is a thing.
Okay.
For sure it's a thing. And I feel more confident than I probably should that you both have songs that are genre-rational to y'all, where you are not necessarily a fan of that genre, but that song is just fire.
Yeah. I still don't know the name of it, but I know parts of the name.
Go.
I think it's Green Day Zombie Brain. It's something along them lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song's fire as fuck.
How does it go?
I'm not sure, but I just know when I hear it. It's Brain. Fuck.
No, how does the song go?
Bro, I can't sing in my white voice, bro.
Please, please, no. Please. We try and get subscribers. Please.
Damn, I want to know that.
How does it go? Like, literally. 3 seconds of it. Don't do this.
Bro,
Don't do that.
I have to. I'm not playing it, but I have to.
Now, Pashel, I'm sure you have one too.
Yeah. I think the first one that comes to mind for me is I can't remember which boy band it was, if it's NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, but I Want It That Way.
Yeah. That's a track.
Yeah.
That is a track. Now, I'm not 100%. Is it the genre of boy bandness? Like, that's something that you're not into? Like, what is it? What is the genre that you like?
Pop.
Pop.
Yeah.
You don't be there that often.
No, I'm not there that often at all.
But I Want It That Way is just a track.
Yeah, that's like I have to sing it. And I think another generation, which is generational.
Yeah.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
Song for me would be Fantasia, When I See You. It don't matter.
Wait, you're into R&B though, right?
Huh?
You're into R&B, right?
I am.
We wouldn't count that then, right?
Why not?
Not for us necessarily, but if we know that people get into this song, like outside of this
If you've
song.
seen TikTok, you can go on TikTok right now and type in Fantasia, When I See You. You're going to see all different types of people singing that song. People you don't even think would even like that type of
I think that counts.
music.
I think that counts.
Okay.
I have the teachers at my school who only listen to Taylor Swift.
Wait, hold on, talk about hey, listen,
That is.
Who only listen to Taylor
we're
Swift.
not
That's a
shaming
genre,
her, right?
That's
We're not
Oh,
shaming
okay.
Taylor. She cool. She cool.
No,
Why aren't we?
Because she's cool though.
She all right.
Huh?
She is cool.
Beyonce had the greatest album or the greatest video of all times.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel about Taylor Swift. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of all time.
I can't even think of what you're talking about.
It's okay, but
Yeah.
that is who Taylor Swift is to me.
Beyonce?
No,
You
no,
okay.
no.
Do you really think she had the greatest video of all
What
time?
Kanye, when Taylor Swift won the VMA for Best Music Video of the Year,
Yeah.
and it was for, I think it was some garbage Taylor Swift song, and it came out the same year that Single Ladies came out. Kanye ripped the mic from her and said, "I'm gonna let you finish." But Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of all time. People are still doing that video today.
Was it Single Lady?
Yeah, people are still doing that choreography today. It's one of
That
the
is
greatest
true.
videos of all time.
That is true.
And Taylor Swift won. So Taylor Swift might be cool, but we don't rock with her, bruh. That's nonsense.
I ain't with you. I rock with her.
Are you being dead serious
I'm
right now?
dead serious.
You trying to maintain the fan base?
No, I'm telling you, I rock with her.
Stop
You
it.
know, I vouch for Taylor Swift, bro. And her boyfriend, Black.
No, he's not.
That is crazy.
Trace Kelce.
That is crazy.
Yes, he is. He was
Okay.
adopted.
He's from
from
Shaker.
Cleveland.
Facts,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shaker.
He's one of us.
Yeah, he
for
is.
sure.
He got 4,000 yard seasons in a row. That nigga is black.
Him and
That's
Max.
crazy. But yeah, my generational song or songs would be Paramore, Misery Business.
Yeah.
That shit is legit a perfect song. I don't think there's a single thing that could make that song better. And I Write Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco.
Wow, that's not my song for them. Mine is like 12 in the afternoon or some shit like that.
I don't know that at all.
Yeah, fire song.
See, I didn't hang around.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I got what I needed and
See,
got out.
I know I've listened to Panic at the Disco, but I don't know any of the songs. It's whatever. I know how to sing the song. Like, if it come on, I'm kicking it to it.
You don't know the name to it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So when I discovered this song is when I had to get myself ready for school. I first started having to get myself ready for school and like catch the bus by myself. So we would have MTV Jams on the entire time. And back at the time, MTV Jams was non-stop music videos.
No commercials.
So
Yep.
we would just watch that, and it would pop up in the left corner of the screen like what the song was, and it was undeniably fire. Like it was. Well, in fact, we'll all look at it.
Yeah,
this way.
that's the song.
Fam,
That's the song.
There's no
I
one-
don't know the name of it, but that's the one song.
There's literally no one who doesn't love it. Like and if you don't love it, you're wrong.
So
Yeah. Haven't you people ever heard of Closing the Goddamn Door?
Can
A
y'all-
genre-rational song. I don't know a single black person, and I mean this for real. I don't know a single black person that doesn't like it.
Facts.
I don't know one. And I don't even listen to that kind of music. But that song is perfect. So it's generational. It's just you don't have to be a fan of, I don't even know what that genre is called. Soft rock? I don't know. But you don't have to be a fan of that genre to love this song. And I think that there's something like really heartfelt to the fact that there are songs that could just transcend genre
Yeah, there's
like
a
that.
lot of different songs, like the I Love Rock and Roll song. Like, that's
Classic.
a generational
Yeah,
song.
classic. Y'all fuck with Fireflies by Owl City?
No one. No, I hate that song.
What?
That
Hold on,
song.
what it-
That song makes me angry.
I can't. Oh yeah. I
Come
know what you're talking about.
I can't do it.
I worked in retail at the mall a lot, so
And you heard that song trillion
Dog.
times a day,
And you don't fuck with it?
bro. I give 1,000,000 hugs to 10 million
Yeah.
lightning bugs.
You wouldn't
If you don't
believe your
get
eyes.
the fuck out my face,
You wouldn't listen.
if you don't get the fuck
Oh,
out
what's-
of my face,
What's the It's another one. Somebody that I used to know.
no
You
facts.
didn't have
That
to
got
call
annoying, though.
me
You-
out. That's
no,
a
that
good
guy
ass.
is
I hated
perfect.
the video.
Yeah,
The
it's
video
great.
creeped me out. I
That-
don't know why.
I don't think I've ever seen the video.
I've seen the video. It
it's
creeped
a-
me out.
Weird video. I should say weird.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. It's not what you expect, but you expect it to be weird. It's just some weird shit going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You expect it. You can't. That song. You expect it to be weird. Yeah. No. I really wanted to interact with the idea, and I mean, shout out to my mom for coining that phrase. I don't even know if she did it intentionally, but it's perfect. Like genreration, because generational. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can be of a completely different generation and love that song, and that is the exact same with generational. Like you don't have to ever have been a part of that. Like Today Was a Good Day is a generational song. Like I know a bunch of white people that are in love with that song because it doesn't matter if you love rap. This is fire.
That and Want to Be a Baller. They love that shit too.
Do they?
Yeah.
They love that shit.
Or Chameleonaire. Catch Me Riding Dirty.
White people
They love
They love
Chameleonaire.
Chameleonaire. It's not even necessarily that song. They love
They love
Chameleonaire.
Chameleonaire.
I started working at the place where I work now, and there are very few minorities there. And I had a dude tell me, and I'm like, I send this dude music all the time, and he will literally tell me I don't believe them, and like these are people talking about like robbing and shooting and shit like that. He's like, I can't get into this. I don't believe them. And I asked him like, bro, what do you get down with? And he sent me a couple, and I can't lie. Like there's a Trick Daddy song that should probably be on everybody's playlist.
Maybe because I'm a thug.
No,
What is it?
it is Back in the Days. It is easily his best. It is easily his best song, and it is one of the best songs of that decade. And I'm not joking about
I'm
that.
going to go back and listen to
It's
it.
unbelievable. And he gave me a couple Tech Nine songs. Tech Nine is harder to get into,
Yeah.
but there was still at least one song where I'm like, well, that's undeniably a fucking hit, and I'm downloading it and playing it in my car whenever I can. But then he says, yeah, my favorite rapper is Chameleonaire. And I'm like, that's not even possible. Like, that's not even possible.
You
what you're
got
saying.
all the information you needed right there, right? When someone says something like,
It's not fair to say that. I understand what you're saying, and that was my natural reaction too. But when you gave me a song, I never would have listened to a Trick Daddy album,
okay,
right? So
Okay.
how was I going to find his B-side, which just happens to be better than any Trick Daddy song that you've ever heard?
but Chameleonaire.
I get it.
No,
I get it. But
that
he
cancels out
he
whatever
paid
you're
his,
saying.
But he paid his dues, is what I'm saying. Like he paid his dues. He paid me back. He paid me back for saying that.
I would never talk music with them again.
I wouldn't disrespect Chameleonaire neither though, because that nigga made it. Like he is.
Name his album. What's his album? Just give me the name of his album. I'm not even saying the song. His album.
So we had
I'm with you.
we had treatment of teachers on the list as well. And
Treatment of who?
teachers. So I was watching Key and Peele the other day, and Key and Peele is fucking hilarious.
Facts.
And there were at least 3 skits where Keegan Michael Key was a substitute teacher. One of them was the one that everyone knows, Aaron, Jay Quellen. Everyone knows that one. Mm-hmm. But because there were so many instances of him like playing on the fact that like people just treat substitute teachers differently, I had like an internal struggle. Because I was a real piece of shit to a couple of these substitutes, man. And oh man, Miss Lawson, if you
Damn, you gave the name.
if you ever hear this, I'm so sorry. One day in history class, we had a substitute teacher. I think she was like a teacher's helper, like a teacher's aide or something like that for the most part. And one day our teacher had an emergency, couldn't be there for our period. And this teacher's aide was in there just, I mean, we literally made her cry. Like, we made her cry and go sit in her car. Like, she left our period just alone. And we celebrated that shit. I think it's one thing to have made her cry intentionally, but to have celebrated it, man, I feel so nasty for 14-year-old me being happy. And it wasn't just me, obviously, but my part in it. That's just not cool, bruh.
Yeah, couldn't be me. I talk about kids back.
What?
You heard me. I talk about kids back.
What do you? Okay, what was one of the, like? Give me two of the things that you've said that got everybody else to be like, ooh, back to the kid.
Well, yesterday.
Whoa! Oh, I thought you was healing, not healed.
Yeah, I always tell my kids, like, we cool, but we ain't that cool, you know. But I don't do that bullying stuff, that roasting stuff. One of my kids bullying another kid. I asked him to sit down, and he was like, "Shut up, Miss B. That's why you was born in the 1900s, blah, blah, blah." So I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm born in the 1900s. I'm like, well, you right along with your mama and your grandmama. And he got to talking about even more stuff about how I'm old and talking about my hair and stuff like that. And then he so much as to call me the B word.
What age?
He's in the 5th grade. That's not the first time that I've been called that by a kid, and that's cool because I hit him with your mama, and then when they mama come, I tell them, like, hey, your son just called me this word, and I said you know, because he wouldn't like it if I called you that. You know, I don't know if this is language that you use in your house, but we don't do that here at club. And then that be the end of that.
No,
Yo, mama is crazy.
Yeah.
You have to. What I learned is that you have to meet kids where they are. Like, yes, I am the adult, and I can do so much of being the adult, but when you just picking and picking and picking, I'm going to be the adult, but I'm going to get on your level just a little bit to let you know, like, stop playing with me. Who you playing with for real? I'm like the club auntie.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I think that would have made me super salty.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was salty.
Yeah, I would have been super salty.
But I've seen kids fight teachers though.
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
but like
but-
those are male teachers.
I've seen kids fight female
You
teachers.
said,
Oh, that's
I have
wild.
never
I've not
seen a
that.
male fight. No,
Yeah, I've
it
not
was
seen
always
that.
women and a dude.
That's
Or
crazy.
a woman and a woman. Like lady and lady, yeah.
That's
it was
crazy.
never a dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen that.
Shit, I bit my teacher in high school.
Right.
He jumped into my fight, though.
So this is I think what I wanted to get to. Now, we definitely was wilding out the day that we made Miss Lawson like leave. Like, that was fucking crazy. But I feel like each of us have at least some instance where we was out here, like, the sub really meant that we didn't have to know how to act. Right?
Yeah.
Why?
But they signed up for that.
No.
Okay, now time out. Let me rephrase that. Now, in your case, I feel like you signed up for that. You've been acting before, right? Right.
Okay, but this is the gag. The gag is I teach. I've been a person in Akron and Cleveland, so I've had them both.
Yeah, worse and worser.
Yeah, worse and worse, basically. And, you know, like, yes, I did sign up for that, but that doesn't mean that I signed up for you to necessarily disrespect me. And you may feel like that's cool, but at the end of the day, we gonna have some type of agreement. You ain't gonna come in here talking to me like that, and I ain't gonna come in here talking to you like that.
Do you expect kids to be like respectful? Like,
I don't expect them to be respectful. It's earned. Like, I never just we go to different clubs sometimes. Sometimes I have to go substitute at a different club. I never walk into that club expecting respect from kids that have never seen me. They don't know me from a can of paint. I honestly don't know them. They had me in a school earlier this week in the hood in Cleveland. Never seen these kids. I walked in. The first thing one of the 8th graders said, she was like, "Oh, you somebody's teacher? Huh, you're little," and walked away from me. And I mean, she wasn't lying. I mean, you bigger than me. Like, the kids sized me up quite a bit, but I never just throw my authority around at all.
That is wild.
I give them
Yeah.
the same respect that they give me for the most part. So if I come in and you right off the bat, you know, running your mouth, okay, cool, I know how to deal with you. You ask me, no, can't do that. Go ask somebody else. You can come talk to me when you got some sense.
no, that's why it's like she know how kids is. Like Miss Lawson probably didn't know how Akron niggas was.
No, she did.
Now
Like I said,
do.
what I'm telling you is that she was there every day for, I don't know how many years. She was there every day.
So she was there every day and your teacher wasn't there and y'all treated her poorly one day?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she was the teacher today. And that's you a substitute. Like, you're weaker. And we are going to feed on that.
And we had.
But it's the same lady that's been in a room with you all year.
She wasn't in charge.
That doesn't mean you like her, though.
She wasn't in charge. And you know what's crazy, man? There was nothing to dislike about her. She was such a nice lady. She was really so nice.
No.
I can see that. When I'm not at clubs sometimes, well, 9 times out of 10, my members are very disrespectful to my staff because they know
They can get away with it now.
yeah, they can get away with them, but they know when I'm there, they can't get away with that stuff. So that makes sense.
Kids really be saying some crazy shit, though.
Exactly. Which is why I was trying to tell you that Cat Williams might have had reason to beat that middle schooler up.
I heard he got beat up.
He did.
I heard he got beat up by the middle schooler.
But it actually looked like that kid knew
Oh, kids
jujitsu.
will make you want to tussle with him.
Like when I was looking for that clip when we talked about it, and he got the rear naked choke, got the double hooks in within a second, and I was like, oh no, this kid knew what he was doing. Cat Williams didn't have a chance. He should have just let that joke slide off of him, man.
No, that's crazy.
He knew what was up. No, he knew what was up.
That was a grown ass man, bro.
No, he was probably 13, bro. But what I'm saying, look, I'm agreeing with the idea that it's not necessarily impossible that kid deserved some physical repercussion, because I mean, we was ruthless, bro. We really was ruthless, and even in situations where it was just not deserved, we were ruthless.
Yeah,
and I feel bad about it, man. I really wanted to bring up that I feel real bad about it.
Do you though?
I really do. At least the Miss Lawson one, where we like emotionally affected that we actually affected this lady. I think there are a bunch of effects that we had that I didn't know and they didn't make it clear, and I don't feel for those at all, really, just because like I didn't know. But like for that one, I feel bad.
I think that's where a lot of teachers mess up too. I understand it's hard to not let kids emotionally, because it be days where they really want to. They be having me there. I be ready to go there, but you have to go in with the mindset that you're the adult. That's what I always tell people, because kids will run all over you if they see they can.
That's a fact, and we definitely did.
My daughter does it every day.
Yeah,
But
being
she's
an adult
4.
don't matter
She's
to me.
4.
Yeah, that does not matter at all.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
You could dish it out. You could take it back.
That's crazy.
No, it's not.
That's crazy.
Like she said, you gotta crush a kid where you know it hurts.
That is,
Like,
I don't
hear me out.
remember her saying that.
Listen, dog, she was like, she walked into a new school and she was like, "You the teacher? You small? I was,
Right.
and you stink." She'll never forget
But I
that. She'll
can't-
never forget that.
See,
at all.
That is crazy.
I be having comebacks like that, but I have to think about the kid. Like 9 times out of 10, one of those kids would have fought me, like realistically. And I've never been put in that position, but I always thought to myself, like, what would you do if a kid ever came up to you?
Feed him. You would feed that kid.
That's like
I feel
We
like I would
thought
have
about
to
that.
scrape the floor with you and
Yeah.
then your parent afterwards, because
that
you
makes sense.
tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
So
guarantee
you try
she
to
watched what you
avoid,
say.
but you try to avoid that situation,
Yeah,
so
I
you
try
don't
to
have
avoid all children confrontations at all costs, because kids have a way of letting that mouth run, and they will say something that will have you ready to get to that point.
I've never seen somebody in school get their ass beat and continue to run their mouth though. I didn't see that.
Never.
Nah,
Wow.
not to the person they running their mouth to.
You should have.
Yeah,
you should have went to my schools, man.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I definitely seen that. I definitely seen that.
Oh, you related to one, now, ain't you? I'm sorry. Yeah, you.
This is a public
I'm sorry.
podcast.
Yeah,
bro.
well, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, that's not a thing.
That's
Like,
wild.
You don't continue to talk shit after you got your ass
Some
beat.
people do.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't work with kids. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, facts. No, for real, facts.
I ask myself that all the time, but it's worth it. It's to me, I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, oh, kids are a joy. You should just work with them all the time. Fuck no.
You can't have flaws with them.
Like, yeah, like the flaw shit is real. So like they'll humble you real quick. I got my nails done and I thought they were cute. I sat next to a girl and she was
Damn.
like, "You got acrylics on?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "What made you get that? You know, you kind of old." My dear, your mother is older than me. What are you saying?
They just say anything.
Yeah,
that comes to
kids
mind,
don't
bro.
have no filter.
At all.
Yes.
Yeah,
At all.
even my 4-year-old, no filter.
You gotta be
no
strong,
kids have
though.
to- You do. You really do.
Yeah.
And
Gotta
I'm
have
not.
tough
Or
skin.
take it there with them.
I'm not. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't have the ability not to.
Yeah.
And you know jujitsu too, don't you?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sometimes when you
wrap their
take it
ass
there
up.
with a kid, it make you feel bad though.
No, for
Never.
real.
No.
Darian.
No.
You got no heart, man. You got no heart.
Because you know how they is, man.
I have been
they
on the
steal, they lie, they don't listen, man.
And all of that stuff may be
Man,
true,
what?
but how I deal with kids is I never know what type of day they had at school by the time they get to club. So they may have had a piss poor day at school, and when they get to club, they may just say, "Fuck it, my day was poor. I'm going to continue it here." My job is to nip that in the butt before they even get to the door. Because I have had kids that have continued a shitty day from school all the way through club, and then at the end of the day, I'm talking to them, asking them, like, why are you acting like that? And it's some traumatic shit. And I'm like, wow, like I just suspended you for a week. I mean, you still going, but because you need it, but I guess I kind of didn't have to do it. I feel bad sometimes, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Darian, the fact that
you said you don't.
you don't associate with that at all is wild. Just because I see you interact with your daughter sometimes, and you be wilding, man. I know that she be wilding, but you be wilding,
So we're on the same level.
which is crazy.
That's not crazy.
You are almost 30.
But listen, you teach her, so when you wow, I wow out harder. So once you expect that, you watch how you interact with people.
I get it. I get it. It's just crazy. I'm not saying it's wrong. Just saying that it's crazy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That makes sense, man.
Now, I think this is a good segue because it's like we're talking about, like you work with children and you have children, and children is pretty much my main answer to this. But what makes you feel overwhelmed?
Shit, them kids.
Yeah.
Them kids, all the time. From the moment that they overwhelm me, I don't go to work really until 10 o'clock, and that's not even my time with the kids. I have them after school, but I go to their school every day. From the moment I ring that buzzer at the school and I walk in the office and one of my kids is in the office, I'm overwhelmed. Because why are you here? Why is you in here acting like you don't have no sense, like we don't teach you anything in club? So now, when your day is over, when you get to club, I got to discipline you. So yeah, I'm always overwhelmed. And then when I get off work, I'm overwhelmed by a 4-year-old, but it's okay.
Them kids.
Them kids, and she the one and done.
Kids. Kids are so overwhelming, man. Go. What makes you feel overwhelmed?
When shit don't go as planned. Yeah, that shit pisses me off.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
That shit, it bugs the fuck out of me.
And it really could be the smallest thing. Like it could be the smallest divergence from the plan that I set out, and it'll just make me feel like everything's in a fucking tizzy now. Like everything is fucked. Like I got to figure out how to replan. I need to replan right now in the midst of it's happening now. Like the shit didn't go as planned, but it's happening now.
And I always think I'm never doing this again.
yeah,
That shit.
yeah. I
pisses
feel
me
you,
off.
man. That is not good. Like that's not like a healthy way to go about it. Because things don't have to go as you planned them.
Yes, it does.
You don't have to go. You don't have to have so much control over each situation.
And it feel like after the shit don't go as planned though, it just gets worse. Like you get your sleeve caught on something, I'm ready to die. Like this is it. Like this is my calling right here. Like
Yeah.
like oh that shit pissed. It really it makes me want to break something. Honestly.
Now, I agree for the most part. I think I've gotten better over the years with this. While I was training jiu-jitsu, the owner and the sensei guy, he tweeted something that like resonated with me so fucking much that it actually changed the way that I look at like my own behavior and reactions to things. And it was so simple. It was just, did you really have a bad day or did you have a bad 5 minutes and couldn't let go of it? And it's like almost every time I didn't have a bad day. I had a bad 5 minutes and I allowed that to be the guide of my day. and that's just not like what you just said. Like if you get your shirt caught on something after you've already after something didn't go how you planned it to go, like now your shirt getting caught on something adds to how you feel about this day, even though like it could have just been a normal fucking day, except something didn't go as planned. You forgot your wallet at home and had to go back before you even left. But that's like now it counts as a negative. Like any small inconvenience is going to count as a negative when you've decided that the way that this has started is how it is going. That's not necessary, man.
Yeah. That's kind of what happened this week.
All week?
No, a bad 2 hours ruined my week. So when I fucked up on this pipe or whatever, super pause. And then I started dreading going there each day. It was like, yeah, it's about to be another sucky day. Like, what could go wrong today? I'm expecting things to go wrong now. So that's kind of like what happened.
But then nothing went wrong.
Facts.
And you would still feel like that going to the next day.
I was still feeling Monday. Pause. Again, super pause.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I gave myself a bad week.
Right.
So, but yeah, kids are another answer to that question though.
Yeah, no, I think that is one of the best answers. I think there's no one who could not like feel that sometimes.
I won't even say kids. It's really other people's kids for real.
Facts. Other people's kids.
Especially can't whoop them.
Them is all the kids for me.
Right.
So kids. That's 100% of the kids that are out there are other people's kids, and man, they overwhelm me.
Yeah.
And they don't even necessarily have to do anything.
Just be around.
Like they can just be kids, and it's just like this is too much, man. This is too much. This is too much, bro. Like sit down, nigga. Damn.
That's why my daughter is where she's at right now.
You're making so much noise for nothing.
They really are allergic to sitting down though.
They are. Crazy. And I can appreciate it because so was I.
They think that's jail.
I went and I saw my niece and nephews the other day, and I got real sad because like they were just all looking at screens and just didn't give a fuck that I was there. They don't ever see me. Yeah. And from what I know, they fucking like me. They didn't give a fuck I was there. Like my niece literally turned, looked at me, said, "Oh, hey, Uncle Savon," and I'm like, "Hi, can you give me a hug?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm just watching kids YouTube," and that was the answer. Like it wasn't that she was saying what she was doing and then like telling me why she didn't come run to me like she usually does. Yeah. That was the answer to whether she was going to give me a hug. Like, no, nigga, I'm busy. And at first, I was just standing there looking at all three of these children like, y'all are hurting my heart. There's like a human to interact with here, and y'all just don't want to. And then I thought back to when I was max age 9. If I had a video game that I was allowed to just play and ignore the world at the age of 9, that is exactly what I would be doing.
No, we got to study, though, what the fuck kids' YouTube is so addicting.
I don't want to.
Kids love that shit.
Yeah, because they show everything else other than kids' stuff. On all that kids' YouTube stuff is a facade. It's a facade. It's just regular YouTube, and they use the kids' videos, and then they mask it with some weird shit.
What?
Now, that is true. Now, there is certain...
What?
Now, there's certain shit.
Yes.
You need permission for kids' YouTube, which you shouldn't because of the ideas for kids. Mm-hmm. But that's not true. I agree with that, yeah.
Wow. I think the thing that makes me hate kids' YouTube is that people do the stupidest shit.
Stupid as fuck.
And they are millionaires.
I hate to see adults on kids videos playing with toys, because what the fuck are you doing?
They're making money,
and they all have the same voice.
I
hate myself when I see any video from kids YouTube because this thing has 10 million views, and we can't get 40 people to consistently watch this shit where we have great conversations, and he's just fucking driving a car on a video game. Like, what am I doing? What am I fucking... I draw buildings. I give 10 hours of my day to a company that I trade for money. And this dude is just playing video games or playing with a Spider-Man toy and getting 10 million views.
Free.
You know how much 10 million views gets you on one video? You know how much that gets you?
How much?
30 grand per million.
I'm about to go find some toys to review.
30 grand per million. And my dumb ass is going to work every day. Like, nah, I hate kids YouTube for that reason. But yeah, I've never even heard that kids YouTube was filled with shit that's not kids YouTube.
Yeah, like some of the stuff will be Peppa Pig or SpongeBob or whatever, but it'll be like
You know how niggas do voiceovers?
yeah,
though?
evil SpongeBob, and
Yeah.
they'll be killing each other's weird stuff like that, literally. Yep,
No, okay. They all. It's the same thing with certain toys too, bro.
same.
Now, okay, there's an age group you should teach kids about anatomy and shit.
This is going
Now,
a weird direction now.
now listen, bro.
This
I
just
didn't
took a
think
turn.
I should have to monitor a fucking Dollar General toy. Like, I didn't think I should have to do that. Like, it's a LOL doll. Like, what the fuck could this be, bro? A normal doll. Bro, you wet some of these, they got on fishnets and shit, bro. And if I show you this doll.
What just happened?
Bro, these
Why
dolls
are
be
you-
having like fishnets. Some have penises on that look like a little girl. Bro, it's some of the weirdest shit you see, bro.
Yeah.
I swear to God, bro. Like, you really got to pay attention to certain toys, bro. Like, for real. I didn't know being a parent is what you had to do, but you really got to watch everything these niggas do, bro. Everything, bro. I thought I was just picking up a regular toy. Then, yeah.
What it sounds like is that there was a trans toy and it's not a regular toy, and that's a problem to you.
It would say that on. No, I wasn't warned. The problem is I wasn't warned. Let me not buy it by choice.
You gotta be warned that that trans people are in existence.
No, let me be warned what I'm spending my money on. That's it.
Which cannot be trans toys. I got it, man. Let's go to the next topic.
Fuck them.
Whoa! All right, we'll never get to 10 million views. So I have down here letting women know you're not flirting, and I don't know if that's something that we all do, but as a faithful man in a committed relationship, I love my wife. She has expressed to me that my communication style is flirtatious, and I outwardly disagree with her. But what the fuck do I know? Like, I am chronically bad at knowing when someone is flirting with me.
You be sending me mixed signals.
Yeah. You should have seen what Darian tried to do to me last time he was here. But because of that, I do certain things specifically to let it be known, at least what I think is letting it be known, like, this is not flirtatious. So I do it in every conversation that I have with women that aren't my wife. Well, that aren't loved ones and also aren't my wife, because I want them to know, like, my wife says, you may be able to take this flirtatiously, and it's just not. I say bro a whole lot. I was told that women do not like that shit. They don't like being called bro by men. I bro every one of my female friends because it ain't that. Bro, dog, homie, all that shit is happening in every conversation. Darian, do you feel like you have to
Not talk to him?
no.
Yep.
He ding 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 ding.
No, but no.
Yeah, honey, my nigga to be
But
stiff
no,
on
talk about-
a girl.
listen.
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm told I am very friendly, okay?
Yep.
But they
Now,
say
friendly and flirtatious is the same thing when you have a woman,
facts.
and it's
But
crazy.
it's so weird because I'm also told I say some of the rudest things.
You are one of the most rude people in the world.
So I feel like that cancels out though, right?
Nope.
Girls
then-
like rude niggas.
No. Not like, you don't know
do
Darian.
Do you hear the right? Do you hear the how impossible this sounds? Like, if you're being too nice, you're flirtatious.
That's why you're
And
supposed to
then
stiff arm 'em, though.
She just said, which is rude. and they like rude niggas.
No, not that type
Not
of
all
rude.
of them.
Yeah, not like that.
Not that type of rude.
Not that type of
So
rude.
let's take it a step further. Spit on them.
Derek,
Get away from me. Is that better?
just domestic.
No one said
No,
catch
never
an
mind.
assault charge.
Right.
I just, just don't show too much teeth.
So
Don't show too much teeth is crazy.
from a nigga who smiles a lot. That's crazy, right?
Well, you need to smile with your mouth closed. Smile with your eyes, like we do. Smile with your eyes, like we do. Smize.
Now, what is a clear sign for you that a guy is not flirting with you?
If you call me bro, if you call me gang,
Yes.
yeah, just pretty much those.
Is those the only two options?
No, but that's she's giving you the field of things here.
Yeah, like most, I feel like most, I haven't ran across a man that don't necessarily try to flirt with me, per se. I guess I have to, as a woman, figure that out on my own. And if I feel like he's flirting, then maybe I might flirt back. But if I feel like he's flirting and I'm just not interested, I'm not going to flirt back.
Okay.
I'm glad that this conversation is happening. What I'm just remembering is that this is coming out on Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, you losers. Y'all got tricked again. But this is, so are you in a committed relationship?
As of right now, no.
Right. So you have to discern whether someone is flirting with you, and you don't have to necessarily be right, but you have to decide whether this interaction is a flirtatious one or not.
Yeah, and
regularly.
it's a scary game for a female trying to determine whether a guy is flirting with you or not, because you can feel like, this man is not trying to flirt with you, and then you may feel like that's your friend and you go out as friends, and then he could flip the script on you. He wasn't trying to flirt with you, in DMs or whatever, but when you get in person, it's completely different.
Now, at the risk of sounding absolutely insane, but hopefully because of how insane it would be, it's obvious that I'm not. Y'all gave up the game. Like y'all told niggas that you don't want to be flirted with. So
I never told a nigga I didn't want to be flirted with.
But you've told the world that you don't like being flirted with by niggas.
Did I say that?
No, you didn't. But
Okay.
the women have women have done that for you.
Yeah, they have.
So
But
niggas know not to do that,
That's them bitches. That's
and
not
they
me.
trick you into thinking that we just homies.
Yeah.
You see?
Yep.
So they're trying to run the game that they feel they've been given by what you said, them bitches?
Mm-hmm.
By them bitches.
By them bitches.
Yeah, them bitches gave them the game that they're trying to run on you. That's all that is that's happening.
Well.
Now, the reason that I had to make that disclaimer is because that's not what I'm doing. I literally just I love my wife. So, like, that's not at all what's going on here.
Oh, yeah.
So, bro is bro and only bro. But also, y'all definitely fall for the trick. y'all definitely fall for the trick.
I've fallen victim to the homegirl okey doke, like, oh, like yeah, you could be my homegirl, and then go out with somebody, and then it's completely not homegirlish. It's very much you trying to hunch.
No, that whole idea just doesn't make sense to me. Not that I'm a going out person, but go out for what?
I mean, you can go out with somebody as friends, like if you go to the bar together or if you meet up somewhere like that. That's what I'm saying.
That sounds like a date, don't it?
I don't think it sounds like a date.
What's the difference?
If I call my cousin up to go to the bar, that ain't a date.
Yeah, because you don't fuck your cousin.
Yeah, because
Well,
we're
yeah, we would,
cousins.
of course. I don't look at it as like I don't look at it.
But I'm
I
saying,
don't look at that as a date.
but I'm saying, if someone hit your DMs, asking to chill, like go to the bar, like, what do you expect? How do you expect anything else, though?
Yes, I'm a man, so I see if we're both single
Mm-hmm.
and you are my type, if I'm trying to spend alone time with you,
What are we doing?
I'm
what are we
most
doing?
likely interested in you.
Okay.
Now,
That's just how I see it.
I also want to ask you a question.
Okay. Well, let me ask y'all this: do you think men can genuinely be friends with women?
Yes.
Just genuinely just be friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Not do the same thing guy friends do now.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't ask that though.
They can be friends, yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all don't do the same thing as your other genuine friends.
Yeah, and we've had this conversation on the pod before, just me and Darian, and I think there are a lot of people that disagree with us, and I'm okay with that. I think they're wrong. I think there are a lot of women that I think I look at relationships a certain way, and I think Darian looks at relationships a certain way. And that is every relationship, not just a romantic relationship. But to me, the way that I look at a romantic relationship is compatibility is like one of the most important things. And I am not compatible with everyone that I find attractive. And just because I find you attractive doesn't mean that I want to be in a relationship with you. I also may find you attractive in a different way than like physically attractive or like sexually attractive. There are a bunch of people, male and female, that have some of the most attractive conversation styles in the world. Like, I am attracted to good conversation. So I think there's so much about people that I want to be a part of than just a romantic relationship. So I have such ease being friends with everyone. And like, women fall into that category. Like, why wouldn't they? Like, there are interesting women out there that could just be friends.
You didn't answer their question though. Do you think they can be genuine friends?
I feel like depending on the type of people that each of those person are, maybe. Like, depending on how you know yourself, like how well you know yourself. Like, if you know, like, it's strictly platonic and you're not looking for anything, and that person knows that as well, I think, yeah, you can genuinely be friends. But if you know, you both go into it and you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna try this platonic friendship, as soon as somebody gets a sexual thought or something,
they cave.
Yeah, they cave. That's it.
Oh, I think one of my definitions differs from yours, and maybe I just don't know the definition of this word. But does a platonic friendship mean that there's no fucking ever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but all right. I don't think I knew that. Yeah, I don't use that word. I don't use platonic friend at all. Like, I'd never use that.
Sound
word.
weird. It sound like a fake
Never
friend.
do that.
Yeah.
I literally
not saying that's.
I mean, I ain't never.
But you have to do that
yeah.
with women and men for some reason. Like, unless you talk about same sex or whatever, but you ain't got to get on. Normally,
Darian,
men and
what are you
women. I'm
doing
sorry,
today?
but men and women.
What's your vibe
That's
today,
why you
dog?
gotta do the
I'm
platonic.
not like you.
stuff.
Usually an inclusive. You usually more inclusive than
I'm
most
just
people
saying.
I know. And today you are discriminating.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Can these two dolls be friends or no?
Yeah, I'm just not buying it. That's it, bro. That's it, man. But
No, you wildin'.
now, do y'all agree? Like, there's certain things you can't do with your female friends that you can do with your male friends?
Great question. It depends.
Prime example, Savon. Any time of the night, if you want to go to the bar, we can go to the bar. If I have a female friend, we have a certain time frame.
Oh yeah,
It's just not
time
true.
limit.
It's just not true.
That is simply true.
It's just not, bro. Darian, there is not a time. There is a time limit on when me and you can go to the bar.
Yeah.
If you called me and my wife saw that you called me and it's midnight and you said, "Hey, bro, let's go to the bar that's down the street from your place." No, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to do that either.
That makes sense. But I'm saying, though, it was a better possibility that me and you go at 12 o'clock at night. I'm not asking.
No, it isn't. It's
I am
zero.
not asking a female friend after a certain time, hey, let's go to a bar.
I don't think so. I don't. Now, I think the answer would have to be yes, because there are going to be significantly more questions to why are you going to a bar with this woman by yourself?
Facts.
Than if it was you.
Yeah, it was like, okay. Like, that's a little weird, but okay.
But at the same time, like, because of who I am, I'm not allowed. I'm not good. Like, it looks weird for me to be going to the bar with somebody.
Well, same for me, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But there are definitely things that you can and can't do with, like, depending on the gender of the person that you're doing it with. And that leads me to another topic that I had written down. My cousins.
No, that's so crazy.
My cousins were over here, and I was told that it would be so crazy if my cousin saw me out one day and I was with another woman, Like if they seen me at, like, let's say Chipotle, they see me at Chipotle and it was like I'm there with another woman and here we is laughing and giggling and such, and they would walk up, confront me and be like, oh, where is wifey? And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that necessarily doesn't make sense, but that might be a reality that like legit could easily happen, because sometimes I go to lunch with my lady coworkers that are friends. Like that genuinely happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't have conversations where people not laughing. So
Nah.
like,
Do you like? Are you against your cousins coming up and doing that?
not at all.
Okay.
And I told her that I think that the reaction to that would be, because my cousin said that she would be like, well, let's call wifey. And I think the reaction of the lady, for every lady friend that I have loves my wife.
Yeah.
So they would be excited to call my wife right then. I genuinely believe that. And I was thinking how, like, there is a chance that you may even see me out one day seeing someone that I know and hugging them. Like, you might actually catch me hugging a woman that's not my wife outside my home. And when I brought that up, my wife had a bit of a recoil. Like, you out here hugging bitches,
Nah.
nigga?
Yeah. You are?
Now,
And to me, a hug can be platonic, yeah. Like, I hug everybody. I love a hug.
now
How are you giving a hug?
I be giving hugs. I give loving hugs. I'm a loving guy.
I'm gonna keep it.
That's
a
not
bean.
okay.
I'm gonna keep it.
I'm
a
showing
bean
too
with
much
you.
teeth, is what you're saying.
Now, listen, bro. I am not hugging a woman. Time out. Let me finish. Unless my lady knows about her, or she's there.
Or she's there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm
But that's it.
now,
But-
nothing that I said negates either one of those. Nothing. It's just that my cousin might not know about her, right? Like, the person who's seeing you
Yeah.
do this behavior may not know about her. But if we were to call my wife in that moment and my cousin be like, so, Savon out here hugging this bitch. And it's like, she knows this lady. And like, I haven't seen this lady in however the fuck long. Gave her a hug. And it, like, to me, that's fine. And honestly, before being in a committed relationship, I wouldn't see why I would have to tell you that. Like, because, like I said, I'm a loving guy, and I love hugs, man. I fucking love
Also,
a
it's
hug.
just like you just don't dap up women. Like,
You really don't.
like that's just not
You
a thing.
you
And then
really don't.
Handshakes feel awkward.
It is it feels so disrespectful to me
yeah.
to dap up a woman.
Yeah.
Unless there's like a reason to dap up a woman.
So it has to be a setting for that for sure.
I think it's more an event. Like, if you just did something that you absolutely need dap for, like if you just succeeded at something, like, you got to get dapped up for that.
Yeah.
And a hug would be weird in that scenario. Like, if you just made a shot from across the room,
Yeah, you don't
into the
hug it
trash,
out.
You do not hug that person. You are
Because
nasty.
y'all got something going on for sure.
You are nasty.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
But for sure you dap them up. But when you like, when I saw you today, if I would have just been like, oh, what's up, cuz? That would have been insane to me.
And you agree though, right?
Her face doesn't say so.
Yeah,
I gotta hear your thoughts on this.
I'm okay with. I give niggas daps. I mean, I give niggas hugs that. I guess it depends
On what?
if I feel like your ass need to get a hug or not. But I will say, when I was in a committed relationship, my boyfriend at the time, we seen this dude that we knew from school. I went to school with him all through elementary school. He spoke to Larry. They was talking. Then he spoke to me, and he gave me a hug. Now,
I want to pause you right there. Y'all both know him?
yeah, we both know him. We both went to school
Did he
with him.
dap him up?
He did. He dapped Larry. He
have no
spoke to
problem.
Larry.
This is mass
Yep,
move.
I have no problem with it.
He spoke to him first. He dapped him up first, and then he was like, "Hey, Pressure, what's going on?" And so he gave me a hug, and I made the mistake of wrapping two arms, not wrapping two arms, but kind of connecting two arms.
Talk to me.
Now, again, he lived
No,
under
no,
a
no,
rock,
no, 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 no,
so
no,
he
no,
don't
no, no,
understand
no,
the
no, no,
problem
no,
here.
no, 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 no. Talk to me.
It was one of those. It was a side hug,
Yep.
and it was a side hug, but I connected my other.
She missed
connected
him.
my other.
She
Yeah,
missed him.
yeah. No, I did not miss
No,
that man.
listen, stop.
That's the type of hug she gave him.
Arian, I don't
I
fuck
think
with
I
this.
gave him. Long story short, after that interaction, we got in the house, and maybe like an hour or two it went by, and we were just sitting there watching TV, and he looked at me. He said, "Don't you ever hug no nigga with two hands again?"
That's crazy.
And I looked at him, and I was like, I was so confused. I'm like, that's just Brent. Like,
I'm not confused.
like,
That's crazy.
Just Brent, but now I get that because we were at Walmart one time and some female called him Lair Bear, and then she said, "Hey, Lair Bear," and then she pronounced my name, and not only did she pronounce it wrong, but she pissed me off.
Clearly those are two different.
Okay, but see,
that's not fair. He clearly was fucking her.
I don't know if he was fucking.
Like what?
I don't think he was fucking. Okay,
Man,
I don't know if he was fucking that lady.
Who else calls him that?
I don't know if he was fucking that lady.
Who else calls him that?
A lot of females that he grew up with, I guess, call him Larry Bear. But I've never liked that shit. It caught me off guard. But it was the, "Hey, Pachelle."
Yep. No, you.
Now, I have a fundamental issue with what y'all are saying right now.
You tripping?
A fundamental issue.
You're wrong here.
I think depending on the relationship that they had with this person, you have a reason to be upset.
We've been dating since like high school, so, and I don't know this woman, so I want to know why.
What I'm saying is, if you love this person,
Okay.
the person that you're giving a hug, you have to hug them like you love them.
But
I didn't.
see,
I wasn't hugging
this is
him.
just the
like
nigga
I
from
loved him.
school.
I didn't hug the nigga from school like I loved him.
Now, what I'm saying, and maybe you didn't, but you gave too much of a hug by hugging with two hands. Now, from my perspective, I wouldn't be hugging you if I didn't love you. Like, that's just not, I'm not hugging you if I don't love you. And if I love you, I gotta hug you like I love you. And I will call you out if you one arm hug me. Like, that's not okay. That's not
like,
okay.
what is this, right?
Yeah, that's not okay.
It's like
But what I'm saying, I love some of my friends, bro. And like some of my friends also happen to be ladies. And I definitely, like, bro, I expect a full hug when you give me a hug. Like, that is, and I honestly don't see anything wrong with that.
But are some of your lady friends casuals? Just a casual friend?
What does that even mean?
Man, you talk to them like every blue moon?
But I'm not hugging them though. Then I wouldn't even be hugging you. Like, I'm not seeing you and hugging you even. If a sidearm hug, a single sidearm hug is the hug that we have, like if that's the hug that is called for by our relationship, you're not getting a hug, dog.
Bro, it's like
I'm only like, it's the same way with conversations. Like, I'm not setting, if you're telling me that it would be disrespectful to my marriage to have more than a surface conversation with somebody, I'm not talking to them. Like, that's just not, I'm just not talking to them. So then, like, if I'm hugging you, bro. Like,
Now, are you not?
But it's more like if I introduce myself, I just shake your hands. But when I see you, I'm pulling it in. Like, one is casual, one is like, this is really my nigga right here.
Yeah, and that side hug was to me. I was casually hugging
You
him.
might as well done picked her up. She used two hands.
I didn't use two hands.
You wrapped your legs around him.
Damn near, bro.
Oh, I did.
That's crazy. Two hands is crazy, bro. I'm sticking with him.
It's not.
No, that's crazy.
But
It's not.
For a casual-
it was crazy in the moment, and I will say, as a woman, I realized like you can't just. It's a certain way you have to approach certain men or
Yes.
just certain people. Just
Certain people, I agree. But if I'm just saying, so I think we're having two different conversations. I think you guys are talking about who it is that you can hug how. And I'm talking about an action.
Just in
like,
general?
Is it at all? Is there any situation where this person is not family and is not your significant other and you can give them a full I love you hug? And I'm saying, no question, abso-fucking-lutely yes.
Who are you giving a hug with if they're
yeah.
not family or not like?
Bro, these are people that I love. Like, I
Okay,
definitely.
you love them, not
Yeah.
a fucking casual.
That's why it's not
Yeah,
a. Yeah,
it's the
not, I didn't say casual. Again, you're having a conversation of who, and I'm saying, is it ever okay? And I think the answer is yes.
Yes, because you love them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't say casual.
Yeah,
my
we
nigga.
agree with that.
Yeah.
She didn't love this guy. She used two hands with.
I'm not talking about her scenario. I'm talking about if my cousin seen me hugging a lady who was not my wife and was also not someone that has one of the last names associated with my lineage.
Yeah.
Is it possible that that's not crazy? I think yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
agree.
think obviously yeah.
Yes.
But from y'all's conversation, it's like, this is either your cousin or you cheating.
Somebody from back in the day. Her shit, that's got 2 hands is pretty crazy to me.
I ain't never dated this man, nothing like that.
No, but
literally.
I'm just saying how it comes off. Like that's crazy though.
Yeah.
I think it's significantly less crazy because Larry Bear was standing right there.
Yeah, shout out to Larry Bear.
Shout out Larry Bear, man. I don't know if you. I thought after you said his name the first time, I thought maybe we'll bleep it, but then Larry Bear became a part of this this whole thing, and that it has to be in there now.
I would be embarrassed if somebody came up to me like that.
My nigga, I would.
I'm in trouble.
I'm never. My wife.
I would never live that down.
Yeah.
Any argument, if dishes ain't done, you better go call her. Whoever called you that. Like,
Yeah, I was mad.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'll never forget that.
That is pain, bro.
Yeah.
I would also be pissed. Like I would be sick. Because my wife has a name that couldn't be turned into a pet name like that. So if somebody walked up to her, if a man walked up to her and said like, "Hey, Tinkly Winkly," I'd be like, "Hey, yo,
yeah, that's too intimate.
Yeah,
That's
hey, yo,
too intimate.
hey, nigga, you see me?"
Yeah, like no, and I've told him that before, and he was like, "Niggas don't give you nick." No, my nickname is Patty.
What you mean,
nigga calling me Patty?
Yeah, what nigga?
And what do you mean
by that?
niggas don't give you nicknames? Like your friends don't give you nicknames? Patty.
They ain't cute. I tell you that.
Yeah, that's not cute.
Yeah,
That's a bad nickname for you.
That is horrible.
That's a bad nickname for you.
Yeah, my friends called me that. They said in high school I was like angry, so they called me Krabby Patty.
That's fucking hilarious.
No, it's not.
It's hilarious. It's not cute, but it's hilarious. It also makes you sound so old. Patty B, your nickname makes you sound
it makes me
so
sound
old.
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
All right, so I feel like we solved the.
I
feel like we
But
solved the
Savon, you
relationship
should not
problem.
be hugging your female friends like that.
I disagree.
Even though you love them,
I disagree.
How long is a hug?
you got timing now. Like, do you cut out loud or in your head?
No, I'm just wondering. Cause when I hug somebody, I can tell when it's too long of a hug. It's like, all right, like I can feel my.
If it's family, I'm holding it.
Yeah,
a second
okay,
and a half.
family, yeah.
A second and a half.
Okay.
About that.
All right.
Literally long enough for us both to have found an endpoint in the hug and squeeze. That's as long as
Long
that's
enough for y'all to imprint.
I don't know why you got to make this. Yeah, this is one that I'm not playing this for my wife.
Yo, no. Did you ever hug a lady in front of your wife that she didn't know who it was at first?
I mean, it's nearly impossible that didn't happen. But now, when you asked that question, you did not ask with as many caveats as I gave. So I just want you to know that the highest likelihood is that has absolutely happened, but it was family.
Yeah,
that's the highest likelihood.
I was at a gas station, pulled up, and my cousin was there. And, she came up to the car. I got out, instantly hugged her, like. And my fiance sitting in the car like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah.
Like, gets out the car, and then when she realized, she had the piss face look.
She had the thigh out on her?
No. She was pissed, but when she realized who it was, she caught an attitude with me because I knew how it looked, but I just thought it was funny. And then we both started laughing. She didn't like that shit.
Wait, are you saying that you could have calmed her nerves, but you decided not to?
When I hugged her, I realized how this looked. Me getting out the car and just hugging a bitch, according from her point of view. So it was like, it looks kind of crazy.
So what could you have done?
I was like, oh, this is my cousin right here. Before I even got, while I'm on the way out the car, I just got out the car. Didn't even say
I
anything.
see. Yeah.
I just got out and just hugged her. So
okay,
and we laugh about that now. Every time we see her, we bring that shit up.
That's probably happened legit like 10 times. I saw our cousin one day. I'm in that fucking diner. There was no way. I've never been in this diner before. I didn't even know it existed until like an hour ago. And here I am in this diner. I see my cousin that I see probably 3 times a year maximum. And like oh shit, my cousin. And I just hopped up and gave her a hug. Like that happens a lot actually. That happens a whole bunch. I don't think it's ever been a non-family member though that it's happened. That she didn't know about this person.
I'm not doing it.
And then they showed up.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I don't think you're hugging people though. You are not a hugger. And I don't care if you tell me that you're a hugger. You're not a hugger.
No, I'm a hugger. Yeah,
you're not. So damn. There's a good segue here, but I'm not going to use it because I really want to save that for last. I saw a post yesterday, and I just have to talk about it with y'all, especially now that it's Valentine's Day. The prompt was, your ex sends you $4,000 on your birthday, and your person tells you you gotta send that shit back.
That's not my person no more. Clearly, she don't make good decisions here. Why would I listen to her? We up 4 bands and you say send it back? Yeah. Yeah, you got too much pride for me. Nope.
Is it cheating to keep it?
No. No, not at all.
I think if y'all have a conversation about it, because I feel like, yeah, I agree with you. We could come up off of that. Like, just let me keep it. And I don't have to say nothing back. I ain't got to say a thank you, no nothing.
Let me keep it. There is
No
no
way.
doubt in my mind that me and you are on the same page. Like, if this pops up and we're not on the same page, I think we need to have a long conversation now.
About our
because it's
future,
4
right?
bands. That's 2 for you, 2
You
for
can
me.
say no to 4 bands. I didn't know I was in a relationship with somebody that can say no to 4 bands.
Yeah, now I can
Yeah.
see if it was a little 2, 3, 4, 500. Then I could see you telling me to maybe put that.
Bro, what?
Don't take that.
What? There's not any.
Honestly,
I'm
I
not
have-
sending anything back.
Also,
and then I'm
I've-
hoping for it next year.
Also, I have.
You said you're hoping for it next
this
year.
is free money. This is free money.
So you
here.
hoping they're gonna be a dumbass
Every year.
Every year.
Yep.
Now look,
Okay.
Pashel, another thing that I didn't know you was balling like this, but I have never seen a $300, $400, $500 that was little. That's the
That I didn't want.
I've never seen one
I'm
of those.
not saying it. Not saying
You
it like
said
it's
if it was
little.
you said a little 300, 400, 500. I've
Let
never
me
seen one
not
of those.
say it little because I don't want to sound like.
Enlighten me.
No, you balling. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not balling.
Enlighten
I
me,
don't want
please.
to. Basically, what I'm saying is, I could see maybe a man saying like, send that $300-$400 back. I could see a man maybe calling that little shit. But if somebody sending you 4,000, he's either gonna be salty because he can't send you that 4,000, or he gonna be okay with you keeping it because.
Just help me understand this. Like,
Yes.
So before they sent it,
Okay.
it wasn't $300-$400. Let's say you have $100 and they
Okay.
send $300-$400. That is still more than what you started the day with.
You're right. I probably won't say
Why
anything.
ever send it back?
I probably
You're
won't
not
say
go-
anything.
You're never even going to bring it up.
I probably wouldn't say
That's
anything.
cheating.
Is it?
That's cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cheating.
For sure.
Why you high in it?
Yeah. Now I think there's
this
convo
is a
going
this is
on.
a if you're in a relationship scenario.
Yeah.
Yes, of
Oh
course.
well, yeah, I would have to say something then.
Yeah, of
I thought this
course.
was just somebody I was. You said
Your
But
ex sent
talking
it,
to.
but your
Sending it-
person told you
so
you got
my person could be somebody I'm just talking to.
Really?
That's crazy.
This is new.
Nah.
I don't know. I've never.
Your person and a roster is 2 different things.
I don't have no.
Hey,
roster.
I'm
What?
sorry.
Yo.
I'm not saying
No
that, but I'm just saying
roster.
that's just different things.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that there were a whole bunch of comments that were saying basically what Darian was saying, like that's not my person anymore, and it was pretty much split between if they don't want to come up, then they're fucking stupid and I shouldn't be with them, and how does your ex still have contact with your bank account?
I'm not blocking anyone on CashApp.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
That's not
if
a
my
thing.
number's still in your phone,
Like, send it, zell it, do whatever you got to do. Just make sure it hit my line, bro. Like, I just don't understand why people are upset about that.
You know, I don't have the ability to disagree with you there because I'm a greedy ass actor
Right.
nigga, and I need every dollar, even dollars from people that I don't think are good people and people that I don't want conversational contact with. Like if you want, even if you want to send like a closer message as the 4 line, send it.
Yeah,
I
just
need
make
a
sure it
dollar
go with the money.
I need
But
a dollar.
that is crazy,
And
yeah.
I feel you on that. It's kind of wild though. A whole bunch of people are not feeling that. A whole bunch of people are like, you were cheating just by having access to a person.
I want to know what job they got that they don't need it.
I mean,
I would also ask like, why is your ex still sending you
How
money?
fire is that?
Why is
That's-
your
I
ex
don't know,
sending
but
you
does it
money?
really matter?
that's incredible. They're nice people. They're not. You should be friends with them.
I don't believe in being friends with your exes.
I mean, if
I'm
they sending
with
me
you on
4
that
ba-
one.
if they sending me 4 bands, man, my
Yeah.
friend it up.
I'm gonna have a picture on my wall.
You feel me?
Not
I
the
got
picture
I got
on
a
the
shrine,
wall.
bro. I got a shrine now.
4 bands? Yeah. Let's make this yearly.
You feel me?
For real.
You feel me?
You single, right? You should start asking that on the first date. What they would do if they against it? Don't even give them the time of day.
You can't be with somebody
who go send 4 bands back, or no, who go send anything back. Honestly, that just doesn't make sense to me. Especially if there's no conversation.
So I should be asking
your joint.
Yeah, I should be asking my joint if he'll have me send it back or not.
That's a great question to ask, I think.
All right.
At least just to get his opinion, like where's his mindset? Like,
he really not a back chaser if we say no though.
And I was gonna say how, like, because Paschal, you brought up, like, he would have to have been salty that he can't do that, even if I could give you $4,000. Listen, Paschal. If I could give you $4,000 and someone else is giving you $4,000, we have $8,000.
Okay,
that only makes sense to keep it, bro.
Like, I could give my wife $200. If someone sent her $200, it's like, holy fuck, we got $400 today. Like, this is a win. There's no way to see this as anything but a win from my perspective. So
that's also.
Maybe I'm mad secure though. Like,
also saying that you're with somebody who think like that.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Don't do that,
bro. That's the
you
only
got money.
I got something. I'm still not sitting in the back though. But I'm not sitting in the back.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if there's any amount of money that I can make per year that would make me send to decline
free money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a picture of my significant other doing the spread with it. Like, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's wild.
No, it's not.
Now you being disrespectful.
How?
They gon' withdraw their.
They gonna file a report. They gonna do a claim against you.
Like, thank you. I can't believe people are upset about that.
I was interested in it. Darian, I sent you a clip that I would like for you to play so that we can hear it now, and I'll play it on the video. Paschal, you said earlier that you don't consider a bar or something like that a date, and I think that
did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I'm okay. So if you're going with the male that y'all are strictly friends, I don't consider going to a bar a date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said it earlier, I felt like this is literally the perfect segue to this clip that I have. This is the reason that we wanted you on this podcast, because you disagreed with our perspective on this. So let's see.
Date without trying to impress. And ladies, when you feel that the person across from you is attempting to take you on dates strictly to impress you, redirect. Like, nah, bro, I actually don't want to go to the steakhouse. Let's go get coffee. That way you have to have a real conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? It's no candles, it's no vibe, no aesthetic to hide what's going on between us. And you only got to spend $10, so you can't act weird, bro. Like
they'll still act weird.
And I mean, there's definitely gonna be some dudes that act weird, but they was gonna act weird, period. You feel me? It's some weirdos out there. But like the dudes who spend a little $10, they not gonna be pressed. He not gonna do the most. He might show up in his sweatsuit. You feel me? Like that's how y'all know y'all not doing the most to be around each other. So it's easier to avoid when a man can't hide behind money or accomplishments, and you can't do that when we just going to get coffee.
So a whole bunch of the comments on that video shocked me, because it was a whole bunch of women saying, I want a nigga putting his best foot forward. Like, I don't want you giving me the bare minimum of a $10 date. Like, I want you to put your best foot forward. Show me that you're interested via these acts of like overt. I want you to impress me.
That shocked you?
Yes, very much so.
Wow.
Because I guess I would rather get your perspective than to give my perspective first. So I sent you the video.
Yeah.
And I asked you to give me your thoughts on it. And you said, yeah, I mean, I kind of disagree, because, like, I can tell regardless of where we go, I can tell whether this person is going to be, like, a weirdo. I can get to know you anywhere.
Yeah.
Was your point.
Yeah.
So tell me why you disagree with the idea of date without trying to impress.
Because I disagree with that, because no one is ever gonna meet your expectations or exceed them. And when you show up expecting stuff from someone, that's when you tend to be disappointed. So a man telling me that he wants to take me like to a steakhouse or something, that's fine. Like we can go there and sit and have a conversation as well. But if that same man wanted to take me to Chipotle, we sit down and have the same talk that we having at this steakhouse, that's fine too. I'm just saying I can get to know the type of person you are in any setting. You know, it doesn't have to be, oh, take me on this trip, fly me out. You might fly me out and beat my ass. You know, something like that. I don't think a lot of women think about those things when they ask all this luxury stuff from men, and as far as dating. Somebody gonna call me a pick me, but I promise I'm not. I think somebody would.
For saying
that I don't feel like it matters.
That's a pick me.
Yeah. In the women in our community, I'm considered that would be a pick me comment.
And you want me to hang around more so that I can find one song per 6 years, Darian? Like I'd rather not know Super Gremlin until later than to understand what just happened here. Talk to me. No, talk to me.
Now, would you agree it's harder to see the show they're putting on when you have all these distractions, like at a steakhouse or whatever, fancy suit and tie, whatever?
I think it would be harder to see like if he putting on a show or not if y'all really not trying to get to know each other. If y'all are so focused on like the atmosphere and the vibe and all that stuff, and you really truly aren't genuinely sitting having a conversation, I think that you could miss. It's a lot of stuff you could miss.
I agree, but I also think that it is significantly easier to get not necessarily that you're missing these things by not paying attention, but I think it's so easy to be blinded by
caught up in the moment.
You get caught up in the moment when somebody is like
whining and dining.
You feel me? I mean, oh, this nigga, he is, because something that is obviously pertinent to the dating process is this person financially stable? And if they have the ability to take you to a real nice dinner, like, okay, this is great. This is a green flag. But
I'm gonna disagree with you on that part.
Oh,
just because a nigga take you to a steakhouse don't mean he balling.
Talk to me.
It don't mean he balling.
But it's a greater chance.
It could be. There's a slightly greater chance, but it doesn't necessarily mean he just. You know, a lot of these dudes scam.
So let's. Oh, that's crazy.
A lot of these dudes scam.
A lot of them.
In Cleveland, yes.
That's wild.
A lot of dudes scam. I feel like that just could have been a good day for him, or a good week for him, maybe.
Wow.
No.
It depends, though. Like I said.
Now I have a
it's a wild world for y'all out there. It is really a wild world.
It was
out
a wild,
yeah.
Getting back on the dating scene has taught me it's full of the dating pool is piss.
Does their
That's
job
fire.
actually?
I see what you did. That was fire.
Yeah. Very.
Does it actually matter like what they do for their 9 to 5?
I don't think it. To me, no. If your 9 to 5 is considered
running these streets,
just running the streets, then no. Then
even if they bringing home something.
Yeah, because now you're putting your livelihood, my livelihood, like whatever you're doing out there in the streets could possibly track back to me. You're not thinking.
So, okay, what if they didn't have anything? Do you feel like they shouldn't be dating? I know that sounds so crazy, but they should be focusing on something else. I
do think that if you aren't financially stable, maybe you shouldn't be. You should date in your lane. Like don't make promises of. Oh yeah, like baby, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna buy you this, buy you that, and when you know you ain't got it like that.
Date in your lane.
Date in your lane.
Fucking wild.
If you ugly, you ugly. Like
that is
not like that.
Facts.
But no,
facts.
that's. I think that's serious. That's serious because a lot of men may see a girl they feel like is super high class, and she may only want like her nails done, lashes, or like extravagant trips and stuff like that, and he may feel like he needs to keep up with that, but he ain't got it like that. That's what I mean.
I know one. No, okay. Does this send a red flag?
What are you doing?
Does it send a red flag if they try to like split the bill first date?
No.
Oh, I love that.
Even if it's like coffee, $10.
Oh,
That changes it, doesn't it?
oh.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Why does that change it?
Why
Okay,
does it change
so
it, though?
okay, I'm not gonna say splitting $10.
Oof. Ooh.
You just said it didn't matter. And then when I told you it was coffee, it matters.
No, I'll say it don't matter.
No, it matters.
I don't think it matters.
I think it matters.
I mean, now in the back of my mind, if I'm on a coffee
That's
date
the last
with a
date.
man,
That's the last day.
I'm not
Keep it
gonna
a
say it's the
bean. Keep it a
last date.
bean.
I'm keeping it a bean. Okay, honestly, if I'm on a coffee date with a
Patty.
man,
No, I'm playing.
if I'm on a coffee date with a man and he be like, "Can we go half on this bill?" I am gonna be looking at him sideways, like,
But why?
because you don't have $10.
You feel me?
You got $10. You pay for it then.
Okay, and but this is the thing. How many men you know gonna honestly tell a woman like, I don't got $10 right now?
You shouldn't be on that date. I know that sounds crazy, but you shouldn't be on that date. But the next step is the free date, and then that looks even more crazier. Like,
To me, and yeah, I mean, I get it. If you are financially in a bind, you shouldn't be taking nobody out nowhere. You need to look up free stuff. We can go to the library.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. If you are trying to date somebody at the library, man, I don't
kidding,
think. Now
not
look,
at
now
the
look,
library,
now
you
but
look.
gotta
like,
be
just
bald
look.
with a beard.
Now I want to.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Now I didn't. I don't want to say the same things that y'all are saying. I think if you're trying to find love, go find love. And I don't care what position you are in your life. If you think love is on the other side of your efforts, go put in the effort then. And I genuinely do believe that. But I want you to know you look wild. Like if you tell somebody, and I advocate for the man who says, like, let's split this bill, regardless of what that bill is. I advocate for you having the ability to be like, look, to keep this at the level that it's at, let's split the bill. If it's $10, you look wild. You look wild, my boy.
For sure.
You look insane.
And don't expect a call back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I would
are putting
definitely be
yourself-
looking at you like. And maybe I'm gonna be honest. If I did it, you're not getting another date because why am I splitting that with you?
You are too. You are.
Yeah.
But
You're
you
down
said
two
that matter,
touchdowns.
though.
You're down 2 touchdowns,
That
my boy.
I don't know though. That
You're
would kind
down-
of have me looking at you like
You're down 2 touchdowns, my boy.
I don't
and
know.
Now, personally, I wouldn't do that. Like if I invite someone to dinner, I am almost always going to spend the money. Like I'm going to pay.
Oh, especially if you invite me and you asking me to split
And
the bill?
regardless of where we're going, I'm probably not splitting the bill with you. But I advocate for that not disqualifying a man from being like a viable contender.
Yeah.
And that's only because like there are some people out here that are down with that, are down with the separation of you know financial commitment to getting to know someone. And I understand. I don't necessarily do that, but I definitely advocate for people doing that because there is a financial investment into getting to know someone, and men typically have to take that burden. And I accept that that is the way that I don't want to say society, but I don't really have a better word for it. Like society has built it.
You said men typically have to take that burden.
Yeah. And that's something like that is an expectation, I think, of most women, especially black women. If you're taking them out, you're taking them out. I'm paying for this meal when we go out type of shit. And go ahead.
I've been taken out, but I've paid for the date, even though I was asked to go out, but he paid for other stuff after that.
Was
so.
this like
Now, what I'm-
established?
Huh?
Like was y'all like established?
No, we were dating, just dating.
Now, what I'm saying is not that this is universal. It's going to happen every single time. I understand. Like, I accept that there are times where you've paid in dates, and I think every woman that I'm talking about right now has also paid in dates. But
You're
the
just saying you
expectation,
personally, okay.
the expectation is that you are not going to pay for the first date at least.
Do you think that's crazy?
I don't know. I can't say because I don't mind if you pay or if I pay.
For the first date?
I don't mind if you pay or if I pay.
Got it.
Even if they ask you out. Women go chew you up. I'm telling you that now. You sound like a pick me. Women go chew
Are
you
you
up.
dead ass
Yeah.
still?
Oh yeah. She's saying what
Yeah.
niggas want to hear.
I'm not saying
Are
I'm
you
not.
dead
I'm
ass?
not saying
Yeah.
what niggas want to hear. I'm saying this is me, and if that makes me a pick me, well, baby, I was in a relationship for 15 years, damn near. So yeah,
Wow. You for real?
yeah.
Patty fit your name for real.
Hey, Derek.
My-
I'm sorry. Damn. I was 10, bro. I gotta say that. Wow.
No, I'm interested in this because I think this differs from other conversations I've had where there is a sincere, and I don't think it differs from most conversations that I've had though. Like I definitely know pretty much even women who like agree that men should always pay for the first date. Like that is the bare minimum to some women. But I've heard your sample.
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't. Me personally, it does not matter because I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat whether you pay or not. Like it don't
Word.
matter.
Now, the thing that that resonated so much with me in that clip was him saying date without trying to impress, because that is so important to me. Because of the way that I look at interpersonal relationships, whether they be romantic or not, is that if I am successful in building a relationship with you, there will be a time where there's no facade. There will be a time where either you and I are both comfortable enough or one of us is vulnerable enough that you are going to see the me who's not trying, and I am going to see the you that's not trying. And that is the most important me and you that there is. Like the natural you is the person that I need to know if that is a person that I want to be around. The natural me is the person that I want to know if that is a person you want to be around. So if I'm not trying to impress you, which is hard not to do when you are starting a dating process with somebody, I think if I'm not trying to impress you, that is the best way to know whether that is going to be a compatibility or not. And that is so important to me. And I think that is one of the things that that makes people feel tricked in the dating process, is that this person is not who you thought they were. And it's like, of course fucking not. Like, y'all going out to nice dinners all the time. You think I do this shit all the time? What are you talking about? Like, I don't do this. Like, no one does that. No one lives on Instagram. Like, Instagram makes it look like every time I go out to eat, I'm having a great meal. Or every time I eat food, it's going to have shrimp in it. Or like every time I go somewhere, the sun's going to be shining and it's going to be on a beach. And it's like, that's not real though. So I think we date the way that we put our best foot forward. And I think that's a dangerous game, because my best foot, it only happens sometimes, dog. Like, niggas be depressed and niggas is sad and I really be dealing with shit, and my work sometimes makes it to where I can't text you. So like if I'm talking to you and you're getting 2 hours of text conversation from me per day, and you see me and every time you see me we going out to eat, and every time you see me we going and doing something fun, like you're going to be shocked when we end up in a long-term relationship and I'm at work 10 hours a day and I don't speak to you. Like, I don't want to put my best foot forward, because these are my feet. Like, these are my feet that you're going to see every day.
So, but at what point do you put your best foot forward?
I think that my best foot comes when my best foot comes, is the idea. Like, when I am at my best, I'll be at my best and you'll see that. And honestly, I think I'm a dope ass nigga as it stands. So you'll notice that. And I think I noticed this even in relationships that aren't romantic, now that I've been married for some years. Like, getting to know friends, even like male constituents even, is like, I think there is a level of at least people toward me trying to put this is how I am as a friend. And it's like, dog,
Man, you need it.
I'll see you when I see you. Like, I'll see you and you'll be who you are when I see you.
Right.
And it's like, I would much prefer I have every interaction like that. I would much prefer, don't try to impress me. Never try to impress me. You are either going to be someone that I have the ability of being impressed by, or you're not. And I can decide whether I need to be impressed by you or not. And like, there are some people who have thought patterns that just aren't impressive to me whatsoever. And I think they actually have like broken mentalities, but they are extremely loving, and I'm so impressed by that. And I want to associate myself with people who are loving and passionate about being loving. And here they are trying to show me like how smart they are, or how successful they are. And it's like, I couldn't care less about that. The way that you interact with people, I really fucks with, and that's really all I need from you, type of shit. And I think that if it was more natural, the way that we go about starting new interpersonal relationships, I think it would be, you would feel less tricked in situations where this person isn't who they made themselves out to be. But I think the expectation of people trying to impress you when they first encounter you, I think that has made it to where you're opening the door all the time.
Yeah.
You're opening the door all the time for disappointment, and for this person to turn into someone that you did not intend to be around, because that's not even who they really are.
I've learned to keep my expectations while dating realistic as much as possible. I try not to expect too much, and I do just about as much as you do, honestly.
No, I have a question. Why even have the expectations though?
Well, of course, when you meet somebody, you have expectations of
Hard
like,
not to.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to. Not to have expectations of how you want them to treat you, but it may that stuff may not, happen at all. You may want this man to treat you great, and he's very piss poor, or you may want him to, call you all the time, come see you all the time, and then you're just getting texts. That's putting extra expectations on this person that has told you like they're not going to do anything, they're not going to plan anything. They do just go with the flow. We are just about to do this type.
Gotcha.
I think it's interesting for me to hear you say, to end that with you treat them how like you meet them where they are.
Yeah, I like to meet people where they are, because I've been on the other side of liking somebody like so much, like more than they've liked me, and I've had my expectations up here and I was disappointed. So now I've learned to just meet people where they are. If you clearly not texting me, calling me, all that stuff, okay, I'm not about to press you. That just means either you're not interested or you're busy.
I feel like that's so wrong though.
How?
Just be you.
I do. That is
Yes.
me.
But-
I don't want to, but okay. And I'm going to say this from a female perspective. We don't like to come off thirsty necessarily.
No one does.
No one does.
No one wants to come off thirsty, but
Niggas
I can.
have to though.
You said niggas have
They
to.
Niggas have to.
I've been in situations where I've been just, how I am. Like, I'm a lover girl. I don't necessarily want to be single, nothing like that. But I had to learn to not throw so much of myself out there, just be so much of me, because I always
protect
ended
yourself.
up because I ended up disappointed in the long run.
Now,
Yeah.
what if fellas did the same thing? Niggas will just be single.
That's facts.
That's
actually
true.
facts.
That is true.
Now,
But you
Pashelle,
also have to know that this dating is new for me. I haven't been.
Yeah.
I've never dated in
you
my
learning new
in
tools.
my entire life.
You just learning new tools to figure out how this even works.
Yeah.
And I completely understand that. And I think that I have the same thing, and I've talked about it on this podcast before, I believe, and I talk about it all the time with people. I think I love crazy. Like, the way that I love is just different, man. And I don't expect that out of other people, but I know that I love different. And it hurts sometimes when I like discover that I'm not loved the same way. And it makes me want to, and sometimes succeed in, giving less of myself. And I feel disgusting whenever I do. Whenever I concede to that, and I'm not saying that I judge people the same. I'm just like, that's how I feel, because I feel like I am dulling the person that I have built myself. Like these personality traits were like intentionally garnered to. I want to love different. Like, I want to love the way that I love, and I don't want that to be dependent. I don't want it to be conditional on how you respond to it. Mm-hmm. I want to love as purely as I know how, and it doesn't necessarily matter that you don't accept it the way that it would happen ideally for me. So whenever I dim that, I'm like, yeah, I'm protecting myself from feeling this non-reciprocity. But like, it's not like that should not be enough to change who I am, I don't think.
I don't think it changes. Oh, okay, I can see how that changes who I am, because I'm changing myself, how I really am, because I feel like you're not, reciprocating it. So I get that.
I think everybody has to protect themselves the way they know, though. I think if that's something that is a big enough deal for you to where that changes your relationships, when you have that feeling that someone is not giving you what you have given, and that changes the way that you feel about the relationship, mm-hmm. I think that it makes all the sense in the world to try to remedy that the way that you know how. So I'm not giving a criticism to that reaction. I'm just saying that I have an internal reaction to that reaction, and I don't like it. I don't like when I react that way, and it's because I intentionally want to love like that. And because I want to love like that, I don't think that some secondary feeling that I have about the way that I love and the way that people accept it should change the way that I love, because I did this on purpose. I love like this on purpose. So, but I do think it's interesting to hear you say that, like, that's a thing that other people do too. And I know that that's a thing that people deal with. And I know that a lot of people are behaving toward the world the way that they think the world deserves.
Yeah, it makes you feel shitty.
Absolutely, man.
It makes you feel shitty.
I mean, it almost makes you, no, I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like such a fucking bozo when that happens to me. I feel like such a bozo when that happens. I mean, there was a group of people that I loved that knew this, like world changing information, and I didn't. And this entire room full of people knew it, and I didn't know. And they knew that I didn't know it together. And it's like, damn, y'all don't fuck with me the same way I fuck with y'all. Mm-hmm. And it's like, like, that hurts. But I can't not love the same way. I can't fuck with them a different way than I already fuck with them, because I genuinely do fuck with them like that. And it's not changed by the fact that you don't fuck with me like that, personally, for me.
Shit.
And I get it. I
make me change my whole opinion.
Yeah, that's
not what I thought you was.
It takes some time to build that. Then
I accept looking like a bozo. I think me not looking like a bozo is less important to me than me loving as purely as I do. And I think that's what I literally had to break it down to, what do I want to avoid here? Do I want to avoid the feeling that you don't fuck with me the way that I wish you did? Like, ideally, you would fuck with me the way that I fuck with you. Do I want to lose that, or do I want to lose that anybody, if I were to die tomorrow, everyone is able to say and be right that Savon loves crazy pure. Like, Savon is one of the most pure, like, loving people that I have ever known. I don't want that to change. Like, I want that to be the legacy that I leave. So backing that off from people who may deserve that being backed off in order to protect myself is going to do a harm that I don't want to do.
Gotcha.
Personally. And I know that, like, not everyone is aligned that way. Damn, you said something that I wanted to respond to, and now I can't remember it because I went on a fucking rant.
Who?
Peshel. Damn. Oh man, it was something about you paying.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they ask her out on the date.
Yeah, damn, I can't remember it now. Fuck.
I feel like that doesn't change, like, because it makes sense. If you ask me on a date, you should pay. That makes sense. Like, you want me here.
I guess I'm okay with either way it goes. Like, I'm okay whether I personally, I've never ran into a situation where I just had to pull out my card. And I will say that date that I was asked on, I did just pull out my card. And I don't think he was expecting that, but it was no conversation to be had about it.
I have definitely overextended myself, like at a first date before. I've definitely done that. Overextended myself at a first date.
What you mean overextended?
I was trying to put my best foot forward when it was like, you really don't got it like that, my nigga. Yeah, I've done that before, for sure. I did that with my wife.
Look how it turned out.
Facts. Yeah, she believed in me. She got tricked. Tricked her. Gotcha.
Now,
Gotcha ass.
where I met my lady, I didn't have to put my best
Yeah,
foot
man,
forward.
you were at
Yeah.
work, though.
You see my everyday life. Like, this is my life here.
I think that's the best way.
Facts. And
I
that's
don't-
why I don't do the work, husbands, none of that shit.
What you
that
mean?
shit dead. Because, you know.
Oh, because that's too real for you. That hit close to home.
No,
That's funny as fuck.
It's not too.
It's
that
home.
is real.
It's home.
That is real. Okay. Like
Yeah. Man, that's I am so intrigued by the fact that this is like pick me behavior. Like this is this is undesirable behavior.
Yeah, like the girls would say, "Oh, you just trying to say what a nigga?" No, this is me, and I'm sorry. Like that's just how I am.
Is there a male equivalent to pick me?
A simp. That's what they call niggas, a simp.
For real?
Yeah, they call
Yeah,
Russell Wilson
bro.
a simp for taking care of some kids that's not his. That's his.
No,
that are
that's
his wife.
no. Russ is
shit.
a simp for not responding in the future though.
What?
Like
You think he's a simp for not responding in the future?
Hell yeah.
What is he
man.
gonna do?
Because Future been coming at him for years.
Crazy,
though,
bro.
Why?
Cause he fucking know his bitch.
that he'd never wifed.
I won.
I don't like how that matters. Hold on, time out. He didn't wife her matters?
Huh?
He didn't wife her that matters in this situation?
Yeah, because you mad because she with somebody else and he wifed her. He treating her right. For you to be as mad as you are still to this day, you're obviously mad about that. You gotta be. You gotta be.
Which one of them was the simp?
Russ.
Russ.
I see. Yeah. I think it's just because of the
look.
I think that's crazy. That's crazy to do.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy to do.
I'm sorry.
You know he went to a pack of Badgers.
I'm sorry.
But he has a reputation
Yep.
for not being a hood nigga.
Yep.
And
So that makes you a simp?
No, no.
I think that definitely lends itself to being a simp when someone who, and y'all just told me about this, but if Future, who has a reputation for being a hood nigga, if he is pulling your card on a regular basis, you not responding to him, you're guaranteed to look like a simp to the masses.
at least be his son or something. You got control of this nigga's
Darian,
life,
what did
bro.
you just say?
Like he's not
What did you say?
responding at
No, what did
all.
you say? No, Darian, what did you say?
Control of his son,
No,
bro.
Darian, what
Be
did
his
you
son, something? Like, bro, no fight back. Then look at his football career. He losing at everything. Like, bro, do something, bro. That's the only reason I have a
That
problem with
is
him, bro.
wild. That man don't have to say nothing. He's a grown man. I mean, they both grown men, but
Bro, he is legit name dropping him.
oh, so you just saying fight back?
Like something.
Why?
Say
Like say
something.
fuck you something.
Why?
Bro, you can't.
Literally, why?
Like you gotta respond. Like he's
Nah, you
talking
don't.
crazy to
No,
you though.
don't. Who gives a shit?
Like, so wait, hold on. Earlier, when I thought somebody was talking crazy to me, didn't think they were though. But you thought you wanted me to respond.
But he's not talking to him.
yes,
You know where I live. You're talking to the masses and you're doing this for show. You
I'll
know
give
where
that.
I live.
I give you that.
You know where I'm gonna be every fucking
Yeah, that
Sunday.
was
You
another
goober.
thing.
Like you have access to me. Come say it to me.
internet
because
beef is a crazy
when
thing.
I see you, I'm gonna let you know I'm fucking your woman today. Like what do
He
you mean?
wouldn't say that. He played
Like-
with her. Yeah, that's Russell Wilson we talking
I'm
about.
gonna
yeah.
let you have that one, dog. But like that's like you have the Trump card, gang. Like you have the Tiana Trump card. like, come on, dog. You can't say anything to me.
Facts.
You can't say anything to me.
Now, I could be 100% wrong, but I feel like he can get Sierra back.
That's nasty.
Now,
That's nasty.
I just feel like
That's mad nasty. I hope you're wrong about that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I hope you're wrong about that.
He living the lifestyle you should be living. Like,
This is the type of conversation that I literally never want to have. I don't give a fuck what these people are doing.
But yeah, these are simps though.
I
I
just-
consider that simp. You would be a simp.
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all both said that. I don't like
They would
that.
they would be considering you a simp.
Oh, what way? What way am I a simp? I'm curious.
You speaking for women. You shouldn't do that. All right, Captain Save a Hoe. Me responding, Captain Save a Hoe, you would be the simp because you saying, trying to stop me from saying, oh, you speak for women. You were a simp for that. Even though you doing the right thing here, you were a simp. Defending women make simp behavior.
Treating women right.
Simp behavior.
Oh,
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Falling in love is simp behavior.
Treating men right. Pick me.
Yep.
oh.
Uh-huh.
Being okay with going half on the bills. Pick me.
Yeah, for sure. That is a pick me thing. If a woman say that.
So these are just opinions from people. That should
Yeah, it's social media opinions.
Oh,
Social media opinions
I
that
don't
should
be
hold
around.
that should hold no weight.
I don't be around, so they literally hold no weight. I do genuinely appreciate different perspectives, though, which is why we've had guests on the pod, and which is why we have this pod, is to like diversify my opinions, hopefully diversify Darian's opinions, and also hopefully even more unlikely diversify the opinions of the listeners by getting opinions that they've never heard before. But I think that there is like, I need a curator, dog. And I think the curator is like who has access to me, what kinds of opinions even have access to me. So
Yeah.
like I scroll through Instagram not very much at all, and when I do scroll through Instagram, I look at the comments, and
That's how I know to unfollow.
I get the fuck out of Instagram pretty quick after I look at the comments, because it's just way too many people that I think are like, I don't know that they think, and I think they're. I think most of the time when I look at a comment section, and I'm thinking to myself, is it even possible that they really believe
This can't
this?
be real.
I assume that they're trolling, so I just escape. Like I just Control Alt Delete. I'm out of here. But it's when y'all bring it, like, okay, this is real now. Like, you telling me that you having a perspective on how you want to go about dating.
because it's not the social media norm. I would be a pick me.
And because I say things like, don't speak for people.
You are a simp.
And you know what, man? God bless you.
I'm okay with it.
It is. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that I'm okay with it, because it doesn't exist to me. Like it's not a real thing to me. Like that doesn't, it adds up to zero. When
I like
it
how
comes
you
to,
put that. It's just who you are.
yeah,
It's just who we are.
Yeah, and it's your opinion is rather non-existent. Like what I'm saying about Future, I can understand that you're saying it about me, but I do not consider it that you're saying it to me. Like, no one has ever looked me in my face and said, you're a simp because of the way that I treat my wife, or because of the way that I see,
You're surrounded
interpersonal
by
relationships.
simps,
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know,
Yeah,
because
surrounded by
I've also never heard somebody call another woman a pick me. Like, I've literally never heard it ever.
I've never heard it out loud. I've only ever heard it on social media.
And that to me means that it can't be real. It's
But
not
you do,
a real thing.
But in real life, they won't call you a pick me. They, oh girl, bitch, like girl, bye. Nobody trying to hear that.
Dot.
I have heard.
Speaking of that, I never.
Things like that. Yeah.
You're a sick dude.
No, I'm not. No, that's what really happens, bro.
Now, I have had this conversation with people who disagreed with me, and I even had multiple ladies in the conversation that had different perspectives, and never was it a you're a pick me. I think that only comes from people who aren't open-minded. I think that people who assume that their perspective is the one perspective that is true, I think that is the only place that like pick me and simp have in reality. I think that they don't actually exist when there are people who just understand that the way that I want things is not necessarily the way the world needs to be. So when I have had conversations, even with people about these same topics, where we can all have a different opinion. No one is ever like, well, your opinion just fucking sucks. Like, no one says that. No one even makes reference to that. They literally say, well, for me, I like it this way. Well, for me, I prefer it this way. And the reason that I think that I prefer it this way is this. It's not ever, you sound stupid. Like, that's not something that really happens when you're talking to real people. And I think, like, those not real people that are on the internet telling people how they should be behaving and not, like, that's exactly why I don't be there. Like, I'm not dealing with cartoons, man. I'm dealing with real human beings who can who can have adult conversations.
Yeah.
Like, grow the fuck up, you weirdos. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end it. Grow the fuck up, you weirdos. So, Pashel, is there anything you want to plug? Is there anything that you got going on that you need the people to know? There are going to be at least 25 listeners of this episode. So,
anything I have going on?
Yeah, I know that you be out here making the world better and shit. So if there's anything that you got coming up that the world needs to be paying attention to so that the world can get better.
I don't have nothing necessarily for the world, but if you are in a sorority or fraternity, you would love to come teach my club kids how to step. We would really appreciate that for Black History Month.
Hell yeah.
We'll really enjoy that.
Hell yeah. So if you know how to step, hit up the Overly Opinionated Pod so we can get y'all in contact with Pashel here. And we appreciate you for being here. We appreciate you for giving your opinions. You did phenomenally. This was
really, y'all had me nervous. Y'all got me about
great.
to go home and be like, dang, I really think like that. Maybe I should go back and
think about that double hug though, for real.
Okay.
No.
No, for real.
You wildin'. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I found out that I'm a sim today too, so we are one and the same, I guess. Let us know what y'all think about pick-me's and sims and two-armed hugs. Let us know at the Overly Opinionated Pod on Instagram, at the OO Pod Boys on Twitter, or the Overly Opinionated Pod at gmail.com. For the geezers, we'll see y'all next Wednesday.